Hello! Today we're going to learn how to use Google Colab for processing Zumi training data. Google Colab is a free service provided by Google that lets you crunch some data in a much easier way than it would be to do it on your Zumi. Inside of Zumi there's just a Pi 0 computer. It's pretty weak, so you couldn't actually do the deep learning processing that we're about to do on the robot itself. So thank you, Google. To get there, you can type Colab in Google and it'll come up as the top result. Maybe they're a little biased. And then I'm going to start fresh with a new Python 3 notebook. That might sound familiar if you guys have been using Jupyter Notebook for other Zumi projects. It's a web-based way to write Python in a browser. So it's just like any other Google Drive document. I'm going to give it a nicer name. And just to give you guys a quick tour in case you haven't used Jupyter, these are code cells. You can put code in here. It expects Python, so I could make a variable in here. Not too exciting, but just to show you how it works. And you can also put text in here. It's Markdown, like HTML. And there's some basic formatting. You can make it bigger. So I'm using these buttons, the plus code button for a new code cell, and then the plus text for a new text cell, and that helps me keep my work organized. Then if I want to change the order, like I want to put this header up above my code, I can do that. And then I can add another cell down here. And what I'm actually going to use this notebook for is showing you guys how to import data from your Google Drive, which will hopefully have a bunch of images from Zumi, and how to import it into Colab so that we can do processing on it. So probably it's your first time doing this. I'm going to go to Google Drive and create a folder that will hold my Zumi training data. So in this folder, that's where I'm going to put my images. Sorry, I actually created one of these while I was practicing. Remove that. Go back to my drive. And here's my Zumi training data folder. Okay, to get to that from Colab, we need to write a little thing that imports the library we need from Google Colab, import drive. That means Google Drive. And then I'm going to mount my Google Drive with drive.mount. And then it's always in this special place called content drive. If you put an extra slash on there by mistake, it's not going to like it. So you've got to put it like this with no slash. I might have to unmount it because I was practicing this before. So I'm going to do what it says, unmount, unmount, put this switch in here. Command D removes lines, I love that. Okay, so it says that it's mounted, my Google Drive. Just as a warning, if you put a slash in here, it's not going to work. So I'm ready to look and see what's actually in there. So you can put commands in here as if you had a command line with an exclamation point. So put that in front of any like bash commands. ls should list the contents of a directory. I'm looking to see what is in my drive. So while that's doing that, I'm going to actually go into Zumi training data and upload a file so that we have something in there. What you guys will have is like something like 1,000, 2,000, many little images from Zumi. This is one image from Zumi World. It's got a little tree in it. Just need one from now. Okay, what this is telling me is that it's mounted my Google Drive and it's showing two folders, the Drive folder and the sample data folder. Sample data, that's just a thing that Google puts there for you to play with. I'm going to make a new cell so it doesn't have to keep remounting. That's the stuff they have, and if I say LS Drive, then I should be able to see the stuff that's on my Google Drive. Got to go a little deeper, so I'm going to go Drive, My Drive. If you have a space in the title, you need to put quotes around it. Clever Google. Okay, this is a bunch of stuff that's on my drive. One of the things will be my zooming training data folder. So I'm going to just look in there. The reason mine has one is because I tried it already before I did this for you guys. Alright, so it's showing me that the Zumi tree is in there. So now I know that Google Colab is hooked up to my Google Drive and I can use Colab's library to import all of my Zumi pictures. So then we're going to do some crazy stuff, run it through a neural network and get it to understand what Zumi is actually seeing. Just to make absolutely sure, I'm going to also view this image, Colab, display image. Might as well Google this. Not you. Alright, here we go. So this is how you display an image. You do this import from IPython, that means Jupyter, import image. My image is not called bp.png. Let's have that fail. My image is called Zumi tree. Got to put my whole path in here. And Zumi tree after the slash. Alright, there's my Zumi tree. So now I know for sure that Colab is connected with my Google Drive, and I'm ready to upload my training data from Zumi to my Google Drive. Then we're going to put it in Colab. Alright, just to recap, Google Colab is a GPU that you can use to do some serious processing. It actually has inside of it, at the back of it, an NVIDIA Tesla K80. So this is the processor that's behind it. It's a GPU, that means it can do a lot of things in parallel. If you want to buy on Amazon, that's $2,000 that Google has saved us. We're allowed to use this for 12 hours a day. Thank you, Google. To be sure that we're going at the fastest rate, we want to make sure that the runtime is set to GPU. Alright, we don't need it for looking inside of directories, but we're going to need it later when we're using TensorFlow and Keras. Okay, so have a try at that. Make sure your Colab is hooked up to your Google Drive, and then we'll be ready to do some processing. Okay, laters.